Hey y'all, you already know what time it is, CP time. But it's okay. We here, we made it. Hopefully I have a lot of you guys tuning in today because like I told y'all yesterday, I had a young lady that was coming by and she had some heat for your ears if y'all was listening. So hopefully y'all got your tea, your coffee, or whatever it is that's going to relax y'all for this 30 minutes. So today I have this young lady here by the name of Tashana. And baby, let me tell you something. She is every woman's dream as a daughter because she can actually be my daughter. 38 years old. And the things that she has accomplished at this age is so amazing that my mind is still blown by the things that you have done in 38 years.
Thank you.
So I'm proud of you. So I want to give you your flowers today and let you know that, listen, your parents did a wonderful job on raising you or however you was raised. Whoever had hands in that raising you, I have studied the things that you have, your book. I have read things in your book. And I was just like, wow, I'm 57. There's things that I didn't even know. So I want to thank you. So today, like I said, ladies, we have, well, ladies and gentlemen, we have this young lady. Her name is Tashana. And she's here to talk about the things that she can do. One thing that, before I let you go, let me commend you on raising your 3 kids. Because that right there is a job within itself. And to raise 3, that's a heck of a job. So that's the first thing I wanted to touch on with you. How did you do it? Because I only had 1. So how did you manage 3?
A lot of deep breathing, praying, asking God to get you through the day. And, just having a lot of patience.
Mm-hmm.
Patience is definitely important, especially when it comes to children, because their minds are so undeveloped that we think that they should just know, and they don't. Sometimes when they're having tantrums or they're flipping out, they're not trying to give us a hard time.
Mm-hmm.
They're having a hard time. And we have to regulate their emotions. So I love it. I love being a mom.
Okay.
I love my children.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just excited to keep doing what I'm doing. And it's not just for me, it's for them.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said that being a mom is, people, oh, that's nothing. That is something. That's that's a 24-hour job.
It is.
That is a 24-hour job within itself without clocking in and clocking out because you got to stay on point all the time.
I agree.
Because these kids, they look for us for the answers, they look for the protection, they look for everything. When they look at mom, they just they see dad coming, yeah, we're glad you made it. But mom, that right there is
Superhero.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's a superhero.
And in their eyes, we are.
So there you go.
Because we wear many hats.
Yes.
All day, every day.
A woman's word.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to talk about, I'm going to let you tell me what you want to talk about. How about that one? Because you wear a lot of hats, and that one with the parents that grabbed me along with everything else, but to know that you had 3, that's a lot. So you go ahead, girl. Go on with yourself.
Hello. Hi, everybody. I'm Tashana Montague. I am a wife. I'm a mom. I'm a realtor. I'm your favorite entrepreneur. And I'm in school, almost finished, my law degree doing wills and estates. So my focus is really on protecting families, stability, legacy, and showing women that, it's me showing women that your story is not it doesn't limit you. Mm-hmm. It prepares you. So that's what it's all about for me. Mm. My new book that I have out is called Self-Care Hacks for Mom Entrepreneurs. I literally I was sitting home one day and my children were just doing what they're doing. Because I have a 19-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 2-year-old. And they were just in their zone doing what they're doing. And I started thinking, maybe I should get out and find a way for other moms to, do some self-care stuff for themselves, right? Oftentimes, every day, all day, right? Because even right now, I'm thinking about my children. You always think about your children. But in order for our children to always stay well, we have to be well. So it's little self-care things that you can do to keep yourself well and still be the superhero.
Yeah, let me tell you something. I was reading your book because you on Amazon.
Yeah.
You can go on Amazon and purchase her book as well. And the first thing grabbed me, and the first thing that people always forget, that you brought it out. You were spot on with it when you said prayer.
Yeah.
You have to wake up and pray.
Yeah.
Because you have to release them toxins from your body to start your day. So, how did you know what point to start with when you started your book? Like, what inspired you for the opening part of your book?
Well, for me, like every day when I get up, I sit on the edge of my bed.
Mm-hmm.
I just take a deep breath. I pray. I literally say, God, thank you for waking me up this morning. You know, and just go. Like, thank you for waking me up this morning. Thank you for my home. Thank you that I can eat. Thank you that I can walk, talk, reason, think. You know, so because of that, I wanted to open it up with that. No matter where you are in your faith, right? You can still say thank you to whether it's Allah to you, you know, God, whoever it is,
believe it,
right? So I felt like starting off with that is a great idea because I feel like that sets the tone for like your day in a way. Like when I wake up and I do that, I always feel great. I always feel good. I feel like I'm ready to like keep going and like conquer the day. Like whatever it is I need to do, I feel like it's gonna get done.
Right.
And I wanted to start off with that because sometimes I feel like we as people could get lost and just so busy, you know, whether it be with work, with children, you know, whatever it is, like we could just like get away from that, right? And not think about where we need to stop. And that's just wake up and simply give grace.
That's right.
You know, give thanks.
A lot of people, no matter what I do, every meal I pray. Every morning I get up, I pray. Every day I take time out for myself to read a passage in the Bible. I have it on my phone because it keeps me grounded. And not only I'm so grateful and thankful, you know, to be able to, you know, have an out. And that right there is my out. You know what I'm saying? Make me grow, keep me reaching. So I appreciate that part when the first thing you said is prayer, because a lot of people forget that.
Yeah.
They forget what got them where they're at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we go on and on. So what else do you want to talk? I was also reading about the self-care.
Yeah.
And a lot of us forget, like when the pandemic happened. Oh, we couldn't go nowhere. Girl, I learned how to do my own pedicure. I was like, I can't walk around here. No, even though I couldn't go outside, I still was like, I gotta learn how to do my own feet, my own nails, because I wanted to still feel good. And I was affected by COVID, where I could not breathe. I had multiple blood clots on my lungs, and I was in the house. So that self-care, when I was in the hospital and I happened to look down on my feet while I wasn't, you know, while my breathing was messed up, I said, well, damn, my feet still look good. You understand what I'm saying to you? But let's talk about that part of your book about the self-care.
I feel like self-care is important, right? Because a lot of times, especially moms, we can care about everything else in the world and we forget about ourselves. I also, you know, done that. I have done that.
We all have.
It's just that I wanted to get back to me because I didn't feel like me. It was times where I did not feel like Tashana, you know, having my two little kids, because when I had my first one, I was 19. And so when I had her, I was a single mom. You know, I was 19 and I just wanted to go back to school and just do whatever I need to do to like get my life ahead, right? But now having these two, it made me kind of stop a little bit and sit down and just really think about what I really want. What do I want to do? How do I want to build? And I felt like self-care is important because if you're choosing to care for yourself, even if it's something simple and small, even if it's for 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 5 minutes, I feel like that not only helps you to feel better and be more calmer in your nervous system, But I feel like it
Mhm.
helps the children.
That's
It helps
true.
the children. Because if we aren't well, they aren't well.
That's
So
yeah,
you
let
can
me
take
say
care of
something.
everybody, but you also got to take care of yourself too.
You know, my favorite line with that is this. I used to tell everybody, like, if you don't take care of yourself, everybody drains you. They just drain so much. And you have to be like, you got to put a stop to it, because if you don't, that takes away your energy, then you lose who you are. Your energy is gone. You forget how to take care of yourself because you're too busy taking care of everybody. So you have to stop and be like, yo, I got to take care of me, because if you kill or help, who gonna help you? You got to be able to take care of yourself.
Exactly. And I was there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
When I had my first daughter, my mother passed away. She was 6 months old. So that right there was really hard and heavy for me.
Yes.
You know, and I was still trying to figure out how to navigate being a wife, being a mom to 2 little girls now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And go back to school, finish school. Like, how am I going to do this? Like, where do I go? What do I do?
Right.
But I just felt like you got to start somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like every little thing counts. Right?
Right.
So if you don't start, you're never going to know where you could have been or what you could have done.
Mm-hmm.
So if you just start, it can happen. A lot of times people often feel like, you know, they don't have a lot of support. I was there too.
Mm-hmm.
But the support you do have, utilize that.
Mm-hmm.
Be grateful for that.
Yes.
And start little by little.
Let me tell you something. That is so true. Everybody look for a whole group of people to support them instead of just accepting who you have. That right there help you grow.
Yeah.
So I get it. Girl, you deep. I like that. So, we talked. Tell me where they can get your book at. Let's get
You
that.
can get my book on Amazon.com, and it is Self-Care Hacks for Mom Entrepreneurs. My name is Tashana Montague, so once you look up Self-Care Hacks, you'll find it. It'll be right there.
How much is your book on Amazon?
It's on Kindle, because it's just an ebook.
Mm-hmm.
It's only $4.99.
Only $4.99, y'all. Come on. Go get the book, read it, because your booking, like I said, can help people maintain themselves. Because, like I said, we forget what to do, how to do it. But if we can actually just flip a book and be like, you know what? This prayer gonna start my day off. The self-care on how to take care of myself is gonna help me.
Yeah.
And some people need to like read things in order for them to like move on.
Yeah.
Everybody reacts to everything differently. And somebody tell me, oh Queen, why you always go live? My brain don't function to record and then put it out. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I like to just be live and direct. You know what I mean? So that's why I said with the you shouldn't feel that you're weird because you move a different way. You know what I mean? You move different than other people. So the self-care, that's when self-care definitely comes into play a part. You got to just stop and say, no, I ain't weird. I got to take care of myself. I got to take care of this so I can be able to go to the next level. So, another thing. This is new to me. And it's a lot of people that I didn't even know that was into it. But girl, this is for the ladies. I'm going to let you go ahead and tell them what it is that we're going to talk about next. Go on, girl.
So my last 2 children, I gave birth naturally, no medication, no interventions, just me, God, gravity, and what, Mother Nature.
Mm-hmm.
My middle daughter, when I had her, it was all natural. However, I did ask my doula for my placenta. She forgot.
Mm-hmm.
And it has to be put on ice within 4 hours of you giving birth, or it's not good. Like they won't be able to encapsulate it.
Mm-hmm.
So that went out the window. When I had my son, I was so adamant about it. I kept talking about it. I put it in my birth plan. I had it in my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wasn't playing. I wanted
Right.
my placenta because I'm not letting nobody take my placenta and make money on my placenta, and it's mine.
That's true. And a lot of people don't know that. People sell your placenta. They sell
Oh yeah, the hospital.
The hospital
They get
sells your
$50,000 for each placenta. Okay?
See?
So I didn't want that to be my story again. That was my story twice. This third time, I was very intentional and very adamant about having my placenta. So I got my placenta. I put it in my freezer. Literally, it was in my freezer for a little bit. I got it encapsulated, and I take the pills every day.
Really?
Yeah. And it makes me feel great. You take it before 2 o'clock. You get such a boost of energy, you don't even know where it came from. You feel like you could do 100 backflips at one time.
Really? I'll let you keep talking because I don't even know what they're asking that. Keep it going.
And so, me encapsulating my placenta, a magazine reached out to me. Yep. Based out in Canada. And they told me, it's the book right here. I mean, the magazine right here. And they asked me, do I want to put that in the book? And I'm like, of course. Like, this is, this is what I do. This is what I'm on to. This is my journey. By the way, if I have any other kids, I'm definitely having all natural births, water births, and no interventions, no medication. My babies were not drugged up. They were totally fine. And we were all healthy and everything was natural. I'm not saying don't go to the hospital if you don't need to.
Right.
I am saying if you can do it natural, do it natural. Our bodies are made for this. God wouldn't give it to us if He didn't put it in us to be able to do. You understand?
Right.
And I really, I felt so powerful to be able to give birth in water with my son. No medication, by the way. Because the only thing a birthing center can give you if you're in a lot of pain is gas. That's it. They can't give you no medication because they don't have any there. So I didn't even want the gas though because it happened so quick.
Right. Well,
I was just concerned with getting him out of here because I was in so much pain.
Right.
But it really felt empowering to me to do it, and I would definitely say I would do it again. I would do it again.
Well, finally somebody got the queen speechless because I usually have something to say behind that. But that right there is over the top. That's amazing because, like I said, I didn't know, that they sold your placenta. Yo, it's so much.
They do. They use it for cosmetics too. Like makeup, collagen, regeneration. Yes, they use it for that. And I figure, why let them use it for that when I can use it myself?
Right.
And God forbid if anything should happen to your children, if you did have your placenta, y'all can use that right there to heal. The placenta.
And you see how good women are? You see what we can do?
We can do anything.
We can do anything.
Literally.
We can do anything. Wow, that's amazing. Wow, this is one of the best, podcast interviews I had. This is top tier for me because I never thought about it. Actually, she reached out to me through a friend. So I want to thank you, K-Born. I'm going to shout you out.
Yes, K-Born. Thank you so much for connecting us.
Yes, right.
I'm so appreciative.
I thank you for even trusting me with this. You know what I'm saying? So I give you the highest respects. Thank you so much, K-Born. Because this right here is so new to me. And I guarantee you, I am not the only one. A lot of women are sitting back, those who are watching, those who would like to share this video. And now you gave somebody some knowledge. They say, well, you know what, they done sold, I got $50,000 worth of something to me. You understand what I'm saying to you? And I done gave $50,000 for free. Away.
And if you do have a hospital birth, because I'm not saying everyone would like a water birth or a home birth or a natural birth, right? You can still ask for it. While you're still pregnant, when you're 7, 8 months, you go there, you fill out some paper, and you can still get it. You just got to put it in a cooler. Make sure it's in there. It has to be in there within 4 hours of giving birth. Send somebody to take it home, your grandma, your cousin, your boyfriend, your husband, whoever it is. Right. Let them take it home, put it in the freezer, you're good to go. You can keep it in your freezer for 2 years. And it still will be good. I told you I had mine in my freezer for a while. I was in there for a year.
Wow.
1 year.
Wow. See? See? Look at it.
Yeah.
Yo, that's amazing. That is really, really, really amazing. You're an amazing young lady.
Thank you.
Like I said in the beginning, I am so proud of you. I mean, I spoke to you on the phone, and this is my first time actually physically seeing you. And you're amazing. And I gotta give you your flowers and let you know that my phone is open anytime, day or night, if you want to ever have a conversation.
Thank you.
Because now you're my family.
I appreciate it.
You know. Well, anything. Give your Amazon page again where they can get the book and everything like that.
Yeah, so you just go to Amazon.com. I mean, I believe, or I want to believe that most people do have an Amazon account, right? We love Amazon for its fast and, easy shipping, right?
Right.
So you just go to Amazon, you could click in the search bar, self-care hacks, and you're going to see it. It'll probably be the first or the second one.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Tashana Montague. You can find it there. And if you're looking for anything else or looking for me somehow, I definitely can be reached. One of the ways you can reach me on Facebook, I am on Facebook, but my name is Tashana Graham on there. That's my maiden name.
Spell it to the folks.
TESHAWNA, last name Graham, GRAHAM. That's on Facebook. But on Instagram, I'm on Instagram at Tashana I am. Those are the only two I'd be active on.
Okay. Well, listen. I thank you for taking the time out to come to the Queen's Lounge and teach the people some things because you sure enough taught me. So once again, I would love to have you back here because at the end of the month, I'm getting a group of women together, and this is Women's Month for March, and we're going to talk about relationships and friendship.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be longer than what we're doing right now because it's going to be a couple of us here.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, I thank you.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you. I'm so grateful for you.
So this is the Queen's Lounge. I'm looking forward to you guys tuning in. I'm looking forward to you guys. You know what I always say, subscribe. 3 times I say it. Y'all gonna be dreaming. Matter of fact, y'all gonna dream about it and wake up and be like, let me go to the Queen's Lounge and subscribe. So until then, next week, y'all take care. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday. Enjoy your life. Enjoy whatever it is that God has for you out here. Take care. Love you guys. Queen's Lounge signing out. See you guys later.
Later.